Section 7, Social Media Automation. Video 1, How to do manual outreach when you're strapped for cash.
All right, so in step 2, we're going to be going and finding some services or some products that we can sell to this business. So anytime you're working with a local business, I would recommend probably going the service route, just because local businesses are less likely to go buy software, mainly because they're already getting leads, they're selling physical services, and chances are they probably don't need software. They might. I mean, there's definitely use cases where they will, but I found that the online service niche, as in if you're targeting other SEO people or other marketers, that's where you're going to get the most sales on any sort of software. So let's talk about what we're going to do with the services, first of all, with this website. So let's say you got a few responses and they say, you said, hey, there's something wrong with your website. I'd like to send you some help, or I'd like to give you a report. And they say, yeah, what's wrong with my website? Which they will say that. Say, we're still in business. What's wrong with my website? And at that point, what I would recommend is doing some sort of audit. So you can go through their website and you can use a tool like ShineRanker. Let me go over to shineranker.com. I'm going to log in and go click on get the tool for free so you can try it out. And then you're just going to enter the website in. So we'll paste it in. And what we want to do is we just want to identify some basic issues on the website. Maybe they don't have Google Analytics. Maybe they have slow response times. Maybe the site's not very fast. Maybe they don't have SSL. Oh, look at that page. That's a slow loading page, right? You could say, hey, I saw that one of your pages was loading really slowly. I couldn't access it. And, that was just one of the many issues that I saw. Would you be interested in getting on a call so I can go over all the different issues? So you're just trying to hook them in with some sort of issue, right? You don't want to oversell. You don't want to say, hey, there's something wrong with your page loading. Let me fix it for you. Let me sell this to you, because they're going to immediately know that it's a sell. And so what I would recommend is find a couple issues that you can identify and then get on the phone with them and say, yeah, you know what? I would like to show you the full report that I did. Do you have a second to get on a Zoom call? And that's when you can get them on some sort of Zoom call and go over all the different things that they need to fix. And by the way, I will leave a link in the description of this video that goes over everything that you can find wrong with the website with ShineRanker. It's this video right here. It just covers the whole tool, and it'll show you all the different things that you can find wrong with the website. But again, all we're really trying to do is elicit a response, because if we can get them to respond to our email, then we can start upselling them and getting them into some sort of sale. Now you might be thinking, well, this is really manual. I don't want to do this, Chase. And so again, this is just the basic principle of getting people interested in your services. If you do this on any platform, you will get responses. So if we go to, for instance, Facebook, just go over to Facebook here and go to, let's just say Arizona. We'll just search up here. And we click on places. And we want to click on, where is it? We want to click on open now. This is going to show us a bunch of different businesses next to us that are open right now that are local businesses. So I could do the same thing here, right? I could go and click on, let's say, Arizona Farm, Ranch, and Livestock Marketplace, or I could click on anything really, right? Let's just go, let's go to one of these ones at the top because I saw a couple. Arizona Balloon Company. So we'll click on this one. We'll send them a message and we'll say, hey, my name is Chase. I found something wrong with your website. And you can see here, I just said, can you tell me more about your business here? That was an example that I sent in one of my other videos. And they're not going to always respond, right? You might not get a response here, but with this other one, we got a response. So if I look at this one, click on this. Hey, I have a question. Hey, what's your question, right? And then I said, they found something wrong with your website. So we're just trying to get in contact with these businesses. And there's so many different platforms, right? There's contact forms, there's Facebook, there's email, there's phone calls. You can call the businesses. There's Instagram. There's the list goes on and on and on. And so again, my goal is for you to understand the principle of getting them to respond, because once they start responding, that's when you can start selling. But you might be thinking, this is what happens, by the way, to a lot of people. They start getting responses and they go, oh, Chase, well, they don't want to buy my services. The method doesn't work. It's not that the method doesn't work. It's that when you're reaching out to these people, you're not convincing them that they have a problem and they think that you're trying to sell them something. So the reason why I say to do this manually first is because a lot of the time you're going to start sending out messages, they're going to respond, and then they're going to realize that you're selling something, and then you're going to think, oh, this method doesn't work. You need to practice on reaching out to businesses and following up with them. And the sooner you can get on the phone with them, the sooner you're going to start making sales. A lot of people just want to sell over text. Don't do that. You don't want to sell over text. You want to get in the conversation with them, get a couple messages going. Hey, I have a question. Yeah, what's your question? I saw something wrong with your business. There's something wrong. Can I show you what it is? They say yes. You send them a picture and you say, hey, this page isn't loading. You give them a call and you say, I'd like to do a full report for you, right? You want to be a little bit aggressive, because if you kind of just say, oh, there's something wrong with your website, and you send them a picture, they have a reason to never contact you again, right? Because they just say, okay, well, I'm going to hand it to my web developer. So do this manually first. Understand how this works manually. That's when you can start getting into automation, okay? So practice with this, practice. Send 10 or 20 messages manually. Go on Facebook, go on contact forms. I'll show you how to do this with some other social media as well after this video. But go and practice, and I'll see you in the next video.
Section 7, Social Media Automation. Video 2, Running Giveaways.
All right, so let's talk about the bestgiveawaybot.com, which is a competition tool that allows us to get people following us on social media. And so wherever I'm posting, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, I'm usually talking about my giveaway that I'm doing, because I get so many people entering it. And you don't have to give away this $1,000. You could literally give away a $25 Amazon gift card and you'd still get a ton of people signing up. The only reason I give away this much money is because, one, it obviously probably gets a little bit more people signing up, but two, because I truly like to give back to my community, because my community is what fuels my growth, right? And so I give away $1,000. You can give away $25. Do whatever you want. But I put this giveaway on my website. I put it on social media, on my different profiles and stuff, because I want people to enter. And then I also obviously get them to follow me on social media and engage with me. And that's very, very helpful, because the more followers I get, the more engagement I get, the more I can promote the things that I'm selling. So let's talk about how to set this up. All you have to do is click on competitions. Once you sign in, you go to bestgiveawaybot.com, go sign in, click on new competition, start from scratch. And it really depends on what platforms you want to promote the most, right? So like if I wanted to get somebody to follow me on Twitter, I can do that. If I want to get them to follow me on Quora, or anywhere, I can do that. So that's the cool thing about this, is you can have them do pretty much anything you want them to do. So I'm going to type in the giveaway. I'm just going to say, okay, $25 Amazon gift card giveaway. And I'm going to keep all of this default. The start day is going to be today, and the end day is going to be in like 30 days, right? So there we go. And then we're going to click on user details. And this is what they need to do to enter. Just keep all this stuff default, because they're just going to enter their email and their full name. And then this is where we're going to set up the different things we want them to do. So some of these things, by the way, we're not going to be able to use. Like, for example, if we wanted them to like a photo on Instagram, you can see Instagram doesn't allow that anymore. But if you want them to still like a photo on Instagram, you can just click on custom and say like a photo on Instagram. And you might be thinking, well, why wouldn't you just do that? Like, why would you click on Instagram? Because when this was working before, when they clicked on like a photo, it would just automatically like the photo through an API, where this, they actually have to go to the photo, and there's no way to really cross-check whether or not they did it. But most of the time, people aren't going to lie. But you can copy my giveaway. I have them follow me on Twitter. I actually also have them answer questions, because I like to get feedback from where they're finding me on social media. I also get them to visit me on YouTube. You can copy what I'm doing, or you can just create your own, do whatever you want. You could literally have them go and, click on search for me on Google and click whatever. And then it'll tell them what they need to do. So that way you could, if you want to manipulate your click-through rates, or you want to, get user engagement to a video, get a bunch of views, you can do that. It's really up to you. So just click on the different things that you want. If you want them to go to visit you on YouTube, something on TikTok, whatever, okay? So then you're gonna click save. You're gonna go to prizes, and then the prize is the $25 gift card, right? Gift card. Post entry. This is what they see after they enter. And then we're gonna click on save. On gift card. If you have multiple prizes, you can put those in there. But now we're gonna get the embed, so we can embed this on our website. Just copy it. Or you can send them directly to the page, right? You don't have to use the embed. You can just send them directly to this link. If you don't have a website or whatever, if you want to just send them directly to the link. But we'll log in to the website. And sorry, my internet's super slow today. And whether you're on Squarespace or WordPress or whatever website builder you're on, it doesn't really matter. You're just gonna copy and paste this in as code on the website. It looks like my internet's really slow. So anyways, you're just gonna find out wherever the code is, and you're just gonna copy and paste that in. And then it will put the embed on your website. And again, if you want to not do that, you can just send them directly here. And then when the competition's over, all you have to do to pull the winners is go to the competition, click on winners, and click on draw winners, and this will just randomly select somebody, and then you can send them an email saying that they won. And again, I do this every single month because it builds followers and engagement on social media, but it also builds my email list. So whenever somebody enters, it also gets their email. And the more emails I can build, the more I can promote my different tools and automatically put people into some sort of sequence where it's promoting my different tools that I'm selling.
Section 7, social media automation. Video 3, reaching out on different platforms.
Let's talk about finding the different social media profiles for these businesses so we can reach out to them, and how we can also just use social media in general to find businesses that we can reach out to. So we're going to click on this website when we type in plumbers near me. Now we can already see they have an Instagram, a Yelp, a Facebook, a Nextdoor. I don't even know what some of these things are, but chances are nobody's messaging them on these platforms. So if you message them on Instagram, they're gonna get a notification and they're probably gonna be like, I should read this. Most of these websites get very little contact form messages a day. So if you send them a message through a contact form, it's gonna be one of the very few. If you send them a message on their Facebook page, again. So it's really not just about doing this in bulk. It's being smart about the way you're reaching out. And I think, again, you want to think about what is the thing that you're hooking them in with, because they're going to see your messages if you use what I'm about to share with you. And once you get good at this and you start using automation, you pair the two. You pair the first thing, which is understanding how to get it in a response, and then you pair that with sending out thousands of messages a day. That's when it becomes a lot easier to start selling. So let's click on their Instagram here. You can see they have 180 followers, right? They get like 2 likes on their posts. So if I message them here, I can use the same message, and you might even want to cross-reference. So if you send a message here and say, hey, I sent you a message on your site, just want to make sure you got it, right? Because if you send a message on their website and they don't respond because they think you're probably not a real person, send them a message on Facebook or send them a message on Instagram and follow up with them. If you can follow up within a couple days with each of these websites, you'll probably start getting some responses as well pretty fast, okay? You can also go on Instagram and type in Arizona local business or hashtag Arizona, and you'll start finding businesses. Let's do hashtag Arizona. you'll start finding businesses. Not sure what's going on here. Instagram's like broken or something. You'll start finding businesses usually that are posting in Arizona. So Phoenix artist opens a dispensary. Okay. All right. Comment on here. Hey, I noticed something wrong with your website, right? So we're just reaching out. We're using these different search engines to reach out to them. And who knows, you click on their profile and you find out that they have a Snapchat or that they have, a YouTube channel. Okay, you go over to the YouTube channel. All right. This video probably has like 3 comments. Okay, it's got 200 views. Hey, I saw something, right? It shouldn't be that hard to get these people's attention. What's hard is to get the response. So some of the best response, some of the things that I get the best response with is just saying that I found something wrong, that there's some sort of issue, that they need to pay attention to something, that they're not noticing something. Because if I say that, that's a hook. That's saying, look, you're missing something here and I need to tell you what it is. And that alone, if I can just say that, most people are going to respond. And then I bring them into the conversation and I say, yes, this is what I found. Here's the report. Here's what you need to fix. Here's all the things that I can fix for you. And then obviously you can start outsourcing those fixes as well. Now you might be thinking, well, Chase, where does the affiliate stuff come in? Where do I start making money selling affiliate software and that sort of thing? It's going to be a very similar situation, except instead of saying, hey, I found something wrong with your site, you would do something along the lines of like, hey, have you tried out this software yet that helps, dispensaries with their sales? But when we start doing that, we're going to need to start doing some scraping. We're going to need to start gathering a bunch of accounts that are within a certain type of niche, and that's when we can start automating. So let's go into that in the next video.
Section 7, Social Media Automation. Video 4, Building Your List Sharing Posts on Social Media.
All right, so let's set up with Sniply. And the reason why we want to set this up first is because, again, you probably don't have a bunch of content that you're creating. I create content every day, but that's because I literally live on the computer and it's all I do. And the whole point of this course is so that you don't have to do that. I want to show you how you can set up a bunch of posts in advance so you can go do whatever you want throughout the day. But Sniply, if you go to snip.ly, will allow you to create posts that you can put your opt-ins on. So what I can do is I can go over to something like Google News. Let's just say I'm in the SEO industry or make money online, doesn't really matter. Whatever industry you're in, you're gonna look that up and then you're gonna go to news and you're gonna take different articles that you like, let's say this one. You're gonna copy it, the link here, and paste it onto Sniply. So we'll just enter this in, create a snip. And here we go. And then you're going to put your call to action here. So you can do whatever you want for your call to action. You could say, grab my free checklist, enter the giveaway, whatever you want to do. Let's just say you're going to say, let's just say you do something basic like subscribe to my email newsletter, which I would probably not recommend because that's like the worst thing you can do to get people to sign up for your email because nobody wants to sign up for a newsletter. But I'm just giving you a basic example until you watch the videos after this one and get something a little bit better. But let's just say it's something basic like that. Then you would put the link to your email newsletter. Now, the way you can get your newsletter link is when you go into ConvertKit, you can go to Grow, Landing Pages, and you can select a create new landing page, and you can select something so they can subscribe to your newsletter. So let's just say we choose this one. Change this image out, just replace it with whatever you want, or you can just keep it if you want to keep it. It's up to you. We'll go here. We'll just say this is my picture. And say, get new tips every day. Okay. And then this, when you click on publish, is going to give you a link. So this link here, copy, we can put this into Sniply. So now when we share this link, this news article, if I click on Snip, it's going to give me a link that when I publish on Facebook or on Twitter or on wherever I post it, just click here, copy and paste. It's going to share this article, but it's going to put our opt-in in it. So if I click on this, boom, there we go, subscribe to my email newsletter. And so this is a way you can start automating your posting and your email list signups very quickly. Now, obviously we haven't fully automated this yet, right? Because we need to queue up all these messages so we're not just posting these all manually every day, because you'd have to go to Facebook, then Twitter, and then wherever else. But I just want to show you the basic principle to this so that when you do end up queuing up your different social media posts, you'll be ready to start collecting emails. And again, that's very, very important, especially when we start automating our email list as well. When people sign up for our email, we want to send them out automated emails too. So now you kind of know how to start collecting emails just by sharing other websites' news. And now we'll go into, in the next video, automating that process.
Section 7, social media automation. Video 5, adding your post to an automatic posting schedule.
So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to show you how to create posts on an app called Buffer and schedule them out, because this is one of the more basic platforms that you can use. There are other platforms that you can use that are a lot more complicated, but more customizable and probably a little bit cheaper. But I'm just going to start with Buffer because, again, it's probably the most basic platform you can use to schedule out posts. So you're just going to go to buffer.com, and I think the account per month you can get for free, or you can spend like $10 a month. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, it's like $10 a month if you want the $5 a month for the essentials. But you really don't need. I don't even know if you need the full account. I think the free account lets you post up to 5 channels at a time. But either way, if we go to the app and we click on publishing or manage channels here at the bottom, this will allow us to connect our different social media things. So one of the problems with this app, though, is you're only going to be able to connect certain platforms, and they're going to have certain requirements. So like, for example, I can't connect to a Facebook group unless Buffer's already installed on the group. I can't connect to a Facebook profile because Facebook no longer supports that. There are other apps that let you do this within the actual app itself. I'm not sure if I'm going to cover that on this one, but I'm just going to show you, again, just the basics so you can get started. So let's just say you start with Facebook, like a Facebook page and a group. You just click on connect. If you have a Facebook page, you'd connect there, or if you have a group, you'd connect there. And I do recommend that you do have a group. If you don't have a group yet, it's a great way to start capturing some of your traffic and remarketing to that traffic. So I'll show you how to automate growing your group as well. But if you already have a group, select it in here. If you already have a page, select it in there as well. I already selected my group, so I'm not going to do that. If you have a Twitter, go to connect your Twitter like this, authorize. LinkedIn, same thing. Looks like it asks me to do something weird. I don't know if I need to do that. Yeah, I already added it to the group. We're going to connect another channel. So you can see I can only do 3 for free. So we'll just do that for now. We're going to do LinkedIn. Start, I think it's a profile. And again, I'm just showing you the most basic stuff possible to start, because as you can already see, you can start getting very, very crazy with how much stuff you can start automating. But now we have 3 channels here. We're going to click on publishing. And now we can start scheduling out our posts. So let's say we went to Sniply and we got a bunch of different links here, because we created a bunch of different links. And one of the ways, by the way, that you can get all of these links to pre-populate, like let's say you wanted to have a bunch of articles already in here ready to go. What you can actually do is click on integrations and RSS feeds, and you can feed an RSS feed into here and it'll pull all the URLs automatically. And one of the ways to do that is with Google Alerts. So if you go to Google Alerts here, click on here, and I type in, you know, I don't know, make money online, create alert, show options. If I click on RSS feed here, create alert, this is going to give me an RSS feed. You can see all of these are RSS feeds. And if I copy this link here, I can plug it into Sniply. Just click on create snip. And now it's going to populate my dashboard. If I click on Sniply links, this is just going to, the feed's going to automatically feed into here with all of the new posts from Google Alerts. So I can copy any one of these. Let's say like, you know, I don't know, we could just need a passive income stream here, 7 tips. I can copy that link, go to buffer, create post, cool article. I could schedule it all out on here. I don't even have to say anything either. I could just go like that. And now this will, do you have to say something? I guess it makes you say something. I'm not sure why. It's kind of weird. But now if I click on add to queue, there we go. This is added to my queue. So this post will be sent June 20th at 8:30 a.m. And then I can edit as well, like when it sends, you know, if I want it to send today. But you can schedule these all out at a time. Also, if you don't want to do this, like if you don't want to add all of these in here manually, you can also use Zapier to schedule all these out for you as well. I'm not going to go into that because again, it starts to get really complicated, and this is already getting complicated as it is. But now you're actually scheduling out posts on these different social media platforms. And ideally, you should be posting on all of your social media platforms a few times a day. But the reason why I don't really focus on this so much as like a main priority is because I actually get more traction with other social media posts, which I actually do somewhat manually, but I also somewhat automate, and I'll show you what those are after this.
Section 7, Social Media Automation. Video 6, How to Identify Trending Content to Replicate.
So one of the best things you can actually do to automate your content is do sort of what I was showing you with that news technique where you're taking news and you're sharing it. But what I would recommend is take something that's trending in your niche and then create content about that thing similar to the content that's already out there. So for example, if we saw that one of the big trending news things about, let's say, SEO or make money online is, you know, there's a new Google update. Let's just click on news here. And we see, you know, has Google Office out? I don't know, something, a lot of this stuff probably isn't that interesting, but we want to find something that actually is interesting. And one of the best ways, by the way, to see what's really going on is just to join in groups. The people in groups are going to start talking about all the different updates and, you know, what their concerns are. You're going to see really common occurring themes in these groups. Let me just join this. Let me click on this one. So if I scroll through here, you know, basics of SEO, SEO business, problem with Bing. And if you scroll through here, you know, one of the things that I've been finding, you know, is there's the AI content. Everybody's talking about AI content, whether it works or not. And so I could start going into the news and be like, okay, SEO, AI content, and, you know, impact of AI on search engine optimization. So this is probably going to be an article that a lot of people are going to read. Now, what I can do is I can rewrite this article, and I can do that with artificial intelligence by going to something like jasperbot.com and plugging some of the content into the content rewriter tool, and I can publish a blog post. But most of the time, I'm not writing my blog posts. What I do is I have other people go and do this for me. So pretty much every single blog post on my website is all content written by other people, and I just tell them what I want them to write about. Now, how do I find this content? Like, what do I do to get this content written? One of the easiest ways is to use the tool that I've been building, which is called ShineRanker. And once you log in, you create a dashboard of all the content you want to post. So if I click on Add Project and I say, okay, post content for chasereiner.com, click on Submit, I already have this set up, so I'm just going to select on it. And you can see these are all different articles that I want written. Now, how did I get these articles? Well, all I did is I just went to a traffic checker, or I could go to the Shine Audit tool. Either way, let's just go to the traffic checker. Enter in a website that's ranking for keywords that I want to rank for. Like, let's say, somebody's ranking for all this content around AI content. Just grab this website. And I can start adding, or I could start crawling this website here. Not sure what all that text is at the end. I can start crawling this website here. Oops, I'm supposed to put the full URL. And I can siphon basically all of the pages from this website, and I could say, hey, I want my content writers to write a page about what is AI. I want them to write a page about stocks in AI. I want them to write a page about, whatever's on here, right? Social media AI, top AI conferences. And so this is going to get automatically added to my dashboard, and then they're going to go and write these articles. And this is going to have an example article that they can go and say, okay, well, I'm going to just go replicate this page, and I'm going to use AI to build that page. So that's how you would do that, writing blog posts. As far as posting on other platforms, though, like not just written content, because written content is kind of my last priority. I think written content kind of gets like the least leverage right now out of all other platforms. What I'd recommend is go and see what's showing up on places like YouTube or TikTok, because you're going to get so much more leverage with those platforms. So if I copy this, how to make money on Upwork with AI bots, and I look that up on YouTube, we're going to see that a lot of the posts here, you can see it's me, are getting a lot of views. So 3,000 views, 24,000 views, 3,000 views, 600,000 views, 400,000 views. So we know that this is something that's trending really well. And what we can do is we can just go to these videos, see what they're talking about, and we can build these videos ourselves, whether we record the video ourselves, which is what I like to do, or we can use bots to create the video. And I'll show you how to do that in the next post, or in the next video after this one.
Section 7, social media automation. Video 7, post daily questions.
One thing I really recommend that you start automating besides polls is questions. And we can actually do that with something like jasperbot.com. If you go to the tool and scroll to the bottom, you can click on engaging questions. And you can obviously write these all out yourself, but the tool just makes it faster. You just type in something like your niche. So make money online, bots, click on generate, and this is going to give us a bunch of questions. And here's the thing, you might have some platforms that you can't automatically post on. So for instance, on something like Quora.com, you have to manually ask the question. So if I put this in here, what are some of the most common ways people use bots to make money online, and I click on add question. The thing about doing this is that I can't automate this unless I use like a virtual assistant. So I do recommend that you do get a list of questions and a list of polls so that you can schedule these out or have somebody post these every day on the platforms that you can't add questions to automatically. And what's going to happen is as you start to get responses to your different questions, you can see this person responded to one of my questions saying, there's so many different ways to make money. And then I can respond with a comment and say, I agree. And I can use, jasperbot.com to respond to the comment as well. Let's see, we got Quora answers. Best way to make money with robots. Generate. And then I can put my affiliate here. So there are a number of ways to make money. Finally, you can provide some services. And so I can say, I agree. I really like this tool though for automation. Boom, and then I can just put my affiliate, right? And so this is the same on any platform, whether we're using Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So whatever platform you're posting on, and I do recommend you post on as many as possible, you're just going to go, and sorry, this is the wrong affiliate list. You go into the course. I'll actually just take my main list here, which is all of my tools. But you're just going to go and respond to the questions like so. And you would do this on any platform. So Quora, if people are responding on Twitter, you'd go respond to them with something similar with Facebook. But again, it does help to have some sort of VA go and do all this for you, okay? So
Section 7, social media automation. Video 8, automate and schedule out polls.
So one of the things that works really well right now on social media that you can also schedule out that I highly recommend is polls. And what a poll is you can ask a question and leave different options, but what you do is you create a poll, but then you link to your opt-in. Because remember, one of our biggest goals is to take traffic and turn it into some sort of email opt-in or some sort of email list. So you can see on YouTube, I'm asking, different questions around money. So aside from money, what is more important to you? So then they got all these different options. What is your biggest financial fear? And then at the end of each of these polls, it says join my free $1,000 giveaway. You don't have to have a $1,000 giveaway. You could just have grab my free checklist, whatever your opt-in is. But I'm doing that on YouTube. I'm doing that on Twitter. I'm doing that on Facebook groups. And the reason why is because these polls get a good amount of reach when you combine them on all platforms. For me, it's thousands of people that are seeing this, and then they're going and entering my giveaway, and I'm getting their email, and they're also following me on social media. So you can also automate this. So if you go to jasperbot.com and go to the templates here, scroll down to the polls, questions, and multiple choice answers, we can say, create a poll around, I don't know, SEO, or let's just say paleo. And we want 10 different posts. Click on generate. Do you follow a paleo diet? Yes or no? What are your thoughts on the paleo diet? And you get all these different questions. If you could only eat paleo for the rest of your life. And now I can take that and I can schedule that out on these platforms. Now, not every platform will let you schedule out. Remember how I showed you in one of the previous videos, some of these you have to do manually, but with YouTube, I can go and paste this in. Whoops, sorry. You could only eat paleo for the rest of your life. What would you miss the most? Click on poll, and then I can add the different options, wherever they were, bread, pizza, pasta. And then at the end of this, I can click on the little arrow and schedule it out. With Twitter, same sort of thing. Go over here, tweet, do a poll, and I can click on schedule once that's made. Oh, maybe polls you can't schedule. I guess you have to do these ones manually. With Facebook groups, I do know that you can schedule these out. So the social media platforms are kind of weird how some of them will let you schedule out, some of them won't. I'm not sure why. Some of them do, some of them don't. It's just sort of how they work. But what I would do is I would schedule these all out, around 30 of them, so one a day, so that way you have people going into whatever your opt-in is, and you're just getting more free traffic, and it's just an easy way to get more opt-ins.
Section 7, social media automation. Video 9, YouTube automation.
All right, so when it comes to building these videos, again, we have two different choices. We can either build the videos ourselves by using a tool like OBS. That's what I'm using to record these videos right now. But I'm assuming you probably don't want to build the videos yourself. That's why you're watching this course, or that's why you're in this course. So instead, what you're going to use is a tool called Pictorybot.com. If you go to this link, you can go get a free account. And when you log in, you can start creating videos that are similar to some of the videos you're seeing that's on YouTube. So if I go to YouTube or TikTok or wherever I want to start creating videos from, like using examples from, I can type in, let's say, like how to make money online, see what's trending. If I click on filters and then I click on this week and then view count, I'm gonna click one more. we're going to see all of the videos that are getting the most views around how to make money. And I can do the same thing for other things as well. Like if I type in SEO or paleo, it's going to just give me ideas on what's trending. So if I take one of these videos, let's say top 8 ways to earn money online, I can go and Google this. Go Google top 8 ways, or just top ways to earn money online. And I can start taking some of the content here and turning it into a video. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either just directly just copy and paste this over to Pictory, or you can spin the content with something like jasperbot.com and go to the content improver, so templates, content improver, paste this in, or paste one of these things in, and it'll rewrite it for you. It's really just how much you want to plagiarize. Ideally, you want to not plagiarize, but this is why you start hiring VAs or virtual assistants to help you with this stuff, which we'll talk a little bit more about VAs and that kind of thing in another section of this course. But I'm just showing you how you would do this yourself, so that way you can then automate it further in the future. So let's say we started making a video around the top ways to make money online. We start with this first one, we spin it so that it's unique, and we copy it into Pictory. We'll just do script to video, and we can paste this in. So that's number 1. And then number 2, we take the next one, okay? And then the tool is going to build us a video. Just grab this, number 2. And so when we click proceed, we can choose if we want a TikTok video, a YouTube video. It's sort of up to you on what you want to do. TikTok and YouTube are both great platforms right now to get a ton of views on. But then this is going to go build the video. And from this point, you can either have a video that has no voiceover, or you can have a video that has a voiceover. I recommend either doing the voiceover yourself or hiring somebody to do a voiceover, because if you use a robot to do the voiceover, the video usually won't get monetized and it won't get as much reach, because these platforms don't like robots making videos, basically. But here you can see this is what the video looks like. Working as a freelancer is one way to make money online. And then you can see this video is 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And I can go through these different things and change up the text and whatever I want. I can change the images or the videos. If I click on visuals, I can change this with this if I want. But it's pretty straightforward. Then we just click generate and it's going to make us a video. Okay, and then we can start scheduling these videos out on YouTube or TikTok or wherever we want to schedule out the videos. But that's how you can easily start creating content that's video content. And again, ideally what you would want to do is you'd want to have video content that you create as one of your main ways to get reach, because for some reason, text alone, just like blog posts and that sort of stuff, doesn't seem to get as much reach as things like videos these days. So if you can start doing 1 to 2 videos a week with this method on YouTube and TikTok, you're going to be surprised how much reach you're going to get with these videos.